6-dash card on tap here this evening. Post time set to go at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock is post time on the first. You want to check your program. We'll go over the changes for this evening's card of racing. In the first, number 1, Miss Wickenheiser. Penciling the trainer, Mr. Zach Mullins. Zach Mullins, the trainer on the 1, the first. That's it for race number 1. Race number 2 is okay. That'll bring us over to race number 3. Equipment change on the 1, Florida Bound. Goes from an open to a closed bridle. Also in the third, number 7, Time Out Tolerance. Redmond Doucette is your driver. Races 4 and 5 are okay. 4th and 5th are okay. In the 6th, number 2, your Raider Boy. Travis McLean is the driver. Travis McLean on the 2, your Raider Boy. Number 3, this old Millie. Equipment change. Off with the chin strap. He adds a birch bit. Off with the chin strap. Adds a birch bit. Those are your corrections for this evening's card of racing. Post time set to go on the first. 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock is our post. Entries moving down the backside on towards post here on the first. Zach Mullins, trainer on the one. Miss Wickenheiser. Now parading from the lower turn are the entries here in the first classification. Downers 251 last 5. They go for purse 700. One Miss Wickenheiser, owned by Paul Langell and Wayne McRae. Trained by Zach Mullins, Ryan Campbell in the sulky. 2 Gigi Sparrow, owned, bred, and trained by Gussie McLean. Port Hood, Travis McLean is your driver. 3 DW's Hidden Star. Auto trainer driver, Lewis backed it out. Alec McQuarrie. Smitty for C. William Basker, trained by Harold McLean. 5 Cheyenne Nixon. All trained and driven Tim Gillis. Gerard Kennedy in the sulky on the 6 I'm Indigo for auto trainer Lily Watson. Field of 6. Set to go. To post in 4 minutes. 4 minutes post time for the first. Entries on the way back, second and final score. And we're down to 3 now, 3 to go. Your officials for this evening's Cardiff Racing are Paddock Judge and Hawko. In the judges stand this evening, associate judges, Mr. Danny Dowie and Mr. Sean Tobin. Presiding judge is Mr. Danny McKinnon. On photo patrol this evening, it's Isaac Poirier. Photo finish is Dean Winters. Our charter is Shannon McLean. Our timer is Ethan McLean from Standard Bred Canada. Step. And our track manager is Megan McQuarrie. Down under 2 minutes now. 2 minutes post time. Earful first. Mobile starting gate on the move. And your starter, Mr. Joe Garrett, collects your starters. Entries moving to the top of the stretch here in the first classification. Downwaters 251 last 5. They go for purse 700. Miss Wickenheiser and Ryan Campbell on the rail. Travis McLean, J.G. Sparrow from 2. Lewis McDonnell, DW's Hidden Star, Gracious Minnie, and Alex McQuarrie. Tim Gillis, Cheyenne Nixon, Gerard Kennedy, and I'm in to go. It's post time. The first at the Inverness Raceway. Down off the gate and away in DW's Hidden Star. Heads out looking for the lead. Gracious Minnie up here second on the outside. Miss Wickenheiser is third at a 4 GG Sparrow. Up in 5 Cheyenne Nixon. Then I'm Indigo. Everybody now down the backside toward the opening quarter now, and Lewis backed it out. And 9-year-old mare, DW's Hidden Star. Up front on the lead, Grace Minnie. Tied on the helmet here second. Miss Wickenheiser is third up in 4 GG Sparrow. Cheyenne Nixon in the backfield, I'm Indigo. Off the 3/8 turn on toward the half mile. The opening quarter was 31 4/5. DW's Hidden Star. Up front on the lead, Gracious Minnie, tight here second. And third, Miss Wickenheiser for 4 GG Sparrow. I'm Indigo. At Cheyenne Nixon. Half mile, 102 1/5 down the backside in the 3/4. Up and coming now, DW's Hidden Star. Still up front on the lead, Gracious Minnie is second. Then a gap of 3 to Miss Wickenheiser, J.G. Sparrow, I'm Indigo, and then Cheyenne Nixon. Passing the stable turn, second and final time, 1:33 2/5. DW's Hidden Star, Gracious Minnie's going to take a run through the lanes. Off the 7/8 turn, a stretch drive remaining now. DW's Hidden Star brings them on home. Gracious Minnie taking them on near on the outside. DW's Hidden Star hangs on to win it. Back a half length, Gracious Minnie. Miss Wickenheiser is third. 2:03 4/5 unofficially here in the first. refund of the entire exacta pool here on the first. Refund the entire exacta pool here on the first. No win tickets on the 3. We're paying off on the 4. Paying off on the 4 across the board. Paid off on the win ticket on the 4, Gracious Midi. No win tickets on the 3, DW's Hidden Star. Across the board on Gracious Midi, 450, 260, and 250. Refund of the entire exacta pool. And the Triumph 4 and 1 return $166.35. Officially coming from the lower turn is the 9-year-old bay-pacing mare by Eric Sample from the Friends Hanover mare, Hidden Assets. Owned, trained, and driven by Lewis McDonnell. Win number 1 on the season for this 9-time winner. 203 and 4/5. This is 9-year-old DW's Hidden Star. And the first official now, Miss Wickenheiser 3, J.G. Sparrow 4. DW's Hidden Star, the winner. Gracious Midi 2nd, Cheyenne Nixon 6. I'm Indigo was 5. 31 and 4, 102 and 1, 133 and 2. Race winning trip 203 and 4. Top of the program in review. 3, 4, 1, 2, 6, then 5 on the bottom. 203 and 4/5. 9-year-old mare DW's Hidden Star. First win of the season. Lewis McDonnell in the sulky. No win on the 3. Paid across the board. On Gracious Midi, 450, 260, and 250. Refund entire exact pool. Triacta, 3, 4, and 1. It returned $166.35. Up and coming race number 2. First in, the early daily double. Entries is programmed in the second. Over in race number 3, number 1, Florida Bound. Equipment change goes from open to closed bridle. And number 7 in the third, Timel Torrance. Penciling the driver, Mr. Redmond Doucette. 7:18 is post time on the second. 7:18, we're down to 9 minutes. Entries moving down the backside on towards Post Parade here in the second, first end of the early daily double. Quinella and Triact wagering. On parade from the lower turn are the entries here in the second. Classification diameters 1,021 last 5. They go for purse 925. First in the daily double. Quinella, Triact, win place and show wagering. Anthony Beaton, Inverness, outer trainer of the One Western Bandit. This evening, Gerard Kennedy is Sept. John McDonald, Inverness, the outer trainer of the 2. Double shot of Scotch and Redmond Doucette. On the 3, Political Crisis for trainer Lennon McIsaac. Rodney Gillis drives the 4, Docs Ron Henry for Donald and Leander Beaton. Rounding up the field, number 5, Brookdale Boster, owned by Julie McPherson, Ryder McLean. Lloyd McLean is the conditioner. Andrew McLean in the sulky. Short field of 5 here in the second, going to post in 3 minutes. 3 minutes post time here on the second. And final score. Minutes post time here for the second. It's your last at the windows. Mobile starting gate on the move, collecting the starters here in the second. Entries move to the top of the stretch here in the second. First end of the early deal. Field of five. Western Bandit, Gerard Kennedy. Double shot of Scotch, Ryan Campbell. Political Crisis. Redmond Doucette. Doxron Henry, Rodney Gillis. Buster, and Andrew McLean. Field of five. All on gate. On off the gate away. Double shot of Scotch. Heads out looking for the lead. In at the rail, it's Western Bandit. Driving up here third. Political Crackfield. It's Brookdale Buster. Heading down the backside on toward the opening quarter now. Up on the outside looking for the lead. That is Political Crisis. And a Redmond Doucette stationed up front on the lead now. Driving here second. Western Bandit. Third in at the rail. That is Double Shot of Scotch. Hit a four Doxron Henry. Then Brookdale Buster. Field of five past the opening quarter in 30-1. And Political Crisis. After going his last start in 157-1. Is up front on the lead by 3.5 seconds. A Western Bandit. Double Shot of Scotch. Here, third on the outside, Doxron Henry's going to follow him. And then Brookdale Buster's going to follow him. Down the backside, half mile, 59 1/5. Up front down the lead. That is Political Crisis. He's up front by 3 on the lead. Second here, Western Bandit in the middle third. That is Double Shot of Scotch. Tipping out going 3 deep, Rodney Gillis and Doxron Henry. Brookdale Buster's charging on the outside from the backfield. 129 2/5 past 3/4 now. To bring them on home, but Doxron Henry has sights and is going to take a run. Here on the outside, the racing through the lane now, and Political Crisis. To the wire, up to what, a second, Doxron Henry. Brookdale Buster in for third. 159 1/5. Political Crisis here in the second. Unofficially from the lower turn, 11-year-old Big Piece of Gilding by Cam Luck. At the Western Hanover mare, Ram Baroness. Lennon McIsaac does the conditioning for the older driver, Redmond Doucette. 159 and 1/5 in the winner's enclosure. Political Crisis. And the second official now, Western Bandit 5, Double Shot of Scotch 4. Political Crisis, the winner, Doxron Henry second, Brookdale Buster 3. 30 and 1, 59 and 1, 129 and 2, 159 and 1/5. Top of the program, 5-4, 1, 2, 3. 159 and 1/5. 11-year-old Political Crisis, win number for this 31-time winner. Political Crisis at a Redmond Doucette. Win ticket, $6.60. Quinella Combination, 3 and 4. It returns $6.40. 3, 4, and 5 Triacta, $17.90. Equipment change up and coming in the third on the 1 Florida bound. Goes from an open to closed bridle. Driver change on the 7 Timel Torrance. Redmond Doucette is your driver. Redmond on the 7 Timel Torrance, up and coming. Introducing the field from the lower turn, starters here in the third classification. Non-winners 451 last 5. They go for a purse $750. Dougie McDonald to Waterford, the owner of the one Florida Bound. Alex McQuarrie is in the sulky. Two is Dee's Harkness. 9-year-old, owned, trained, and driven by Sandy McNeil. 3 Letta Atomica, owned by Joe Nearing. Howie Center, trained by Joe Poirier. This evening, it'll be Travis McLean doing the driving. Dion Daigle Inverness is the owner of 4 Nephin. Trainer-driver, Ambrose Gillis. Donald Kennedy in Frankville is the owner trainer of the 5 OK Gladiator, Gerard Kennedy. Keaton Madden to Waterford. Shares ownership with the trainer Zach Mullins. Ryan Campbell is the driving. Lily Watson Inverness is the owner trainer of the 7 Timel Torrance. This evening, it'll be Redmond Doucette. Field of 7 here in the third, going to post in 5. 5 minutes at windows. Entries on their way back, second and final score. We're down to 4 now, 4 to go. Here, approximate daily double odds. Florida Bound, $30, 30. Dee's Harkness, 15, 15. Letta Atomica, 30, 30. Nepin is 13, 13. OK Gladiator, $15, 15. McNamara and Timel Torrance is $23, 23. From the top, 30, 15, 30, 13, 15, 9, and 23. Down under 2 minutes now at the windows here for the third. It's your last chance at the windows. The entries have been called to the gate. Entries moving down the backside on towards post here in the third. Entries moving on the stable turn now. Here for the third, Florida bound. Alex McQuarrie scoring on the rail. Dees Harkness, Sandy Nicholas 2. Letta Tomica and Travis McLean. Neppin, Ambrose Gillis. OK Gladiator, Gerard Kennedy. McNamara, Ryan Campbell, Timeout Torrance, Redmond Doucette. Fila Savin comes to the top of the lane. Here in the third, 6 on gate. 1 is late. Down off the gate and away, and Dees Harkness heads out for the lead. Second here on the outside, that is Neppin for 3-time Adel Torrance. Need a 4, that's Florida bound. Up in 5, Letta Atomic. 6 OK Gladiator in the backfield. That's McNamara down the backside toward the opening quarter now. Sandy McNeil and Dees Harkness up front on the lead. Out here, second on the outside, Neppin, Ambrose Gillis, third in at the rail. That is Timeout Torrance. You get a 4, Letta Atomica. OK Gladiator, then McNamara. 29 and 3 past the opening quarter, on toward the half mile now. Dees Harkness still up front down the lead. Neppin hung out here second on the outside, driving third. Timeout Torrance. Gap of 6, then Florida bound. OK Gladiator gets up on the outside in 5. McNamara's going to follow him. Letta Atomica in the backfield, 59 and 1/5. Past the half mile down the backside. And the 3/4 up and coming now. Dees Harkness up front. Neppin is hanging in there second. Timeout Torrance in at the rail is third. Up in 4, OK Gladiator. McNamara's on the move from 5. Then Florida bound. And Letta Atomica. Stable turn, second and final time. D's Harkness after a 3/4, 130 and 2/5. They're all bunching up there. D's Harkness, Neppin is still hanging in there, second on the outside. Driving third side, that is McNamara Torrens in at the rail third. D's Harkness, Sandy McNeil. Here's Neppin up on the outside, but D's Harkness look to hang on. 2:01 and 2/5 unofficially. A photo here in the third. Unofficially, D.E.'s Harkness here in the third. Two, 4, 7, 5. 2, 4, 7, 5 here in the third. And officially from the lower turn, 9-year-old, a pacing horse by an example from the All-American Native mare, Sincerely American, trained and driven by Sandy McNeil, Babu. 2:01 and 2/5, wire to wire, 9-year-old, D's Harkness. Win number 1 on the season for this 24-time winner. And the third official, Florida bound 6, D's Harkness the winner, led Atomica 7, Neppin second, Oaky Gladiator 4, McNamara 5, and Timel Torrens 3. 29 and 3, 59 and 1, 130 and 2/5, 201 and 2/5. Top of the program in review, 617, 245, then 3 in the bottom, 201 and 2/5. Wire to wire 9. D's Harkness and Sandy McNeil, $11.70 to win. Daily double returning $15.40. Exacta returning $22.45. And triact combination of 2, 4, and 7, it returned $164.20. Up and coming in the fourth. The entries are going as programmed. Could I have everyone's attention for a moment, please? During the past week, we had 4 people associated with the Inverness Raceway and harness racing here in the Cape Breton community that passed away. First of all, Peter Sargent passed away suddenly on Sunday, September the 1st. His wife, Jean, is a ticket seller, an employee here at the Inverness Raceway. Paul Cannett passed away suddenly, September the 1st. He was an avid race fan. He loved the horses, he loved the racing, and he helped out with the G.G. Stone and Mac Stable of Port Hood. Brian Kai McNeil passed away on Thursday, suddenly at home. He had a passion for harness racing as a trainer-driver, along with his son Jason. He is survived by his wife Patsy, daughter Angela, husband Justin McKinnon, who drives at the Northside Downs, son Jason, who drives at the Northside Downs, and his wife Bernice, his brother Ronnie, and his grandchildren, and also Norma Delaney, a sweet, sweet lady that passed away after a lengthy illness. Norma was a frequent visitor, along with her husband Harold, especially on Sunday afternoons here at the Inverness Raceway. She leaves to mourn her husband of over 50 years, Harold, her daughter, Brenda, Danny St. John. Brenda drove harness racing horses at Tartan Downs. Our paddock judge, Karen, and John Hocko. Son, Gary, who's married to Beatrice McQuarrie, Inverness, and Dougie, Paulette, along with their grandchildren and great-grandchildren, and her sister Faye. At this time, we'd like to observe a moment's silence for those 4 individuals that passed away in the last week. We thank you very much. Now parading from the lower turn are the entries here in the fourth. Classification downwaters 801. Also eligible, $4,500 claiming. They go for purse 850. Paul McLean's Hope Bar, the owner of One Talk, trained by Zach Mullins. Rodney Gillis does the drive. Malcolm McCacken, Port Hook, is the owner trainer of the two. It's Tiger Town, and Lewis backed it out. Johnny Staggs McDonald, Inverness, the owner trainer of the three. Boswell Hanover, your driver, Mr. Ryan Campbell. Alan Gillis, Inverness, the owner of the four. Bonnie's Mac, trained by Stan Harper Jr. This evening, it's Lanny Hanscombe. Mark Harper, Shears Ownership. With the trainer A.D. McDonald, Redmond Doucette drives the 5, Southwest Bliss. And from 6, Fax Education. For owner-trainer, Donald Kennedy, Frankville, it's Gerard Kennedy in the sulky. Field of 6, going to post in 4 minutes. 4 minutes post time. Here for the fourth. Entries up, second and final score down to 1 minute now. 1 minute post time here for the fourth. Entries moving on the stable turn here for the fourth. Pull them up, gentlemen. We've a recall. Pull them up, gentlemen. Entries moving on. The stable turn now. Here for the fourth. Classification down winners 801. First 850, field of 6. Tucker's Best, Tiger Town. Ballswell to Hanover. Bonnie's Back, Southwest Bliss. And Fex Education. Favored showing on the board at $5.10. The 40's back at $5.90. Southwest Bliss at Redmond Doucette. It's post time for here at the Inverness Raceway. And they're off and racing. Tucker's Best heads out for the lead. Boswell to Hanover. Up here second and the outside in here third. That is Tiger Town. He had a 4. Bodies Back up in 5. So Bliss in the backfield. It's Fex Education down the backside toward the opening quarter now with a Rodney Gillis and Tucker's Best. Up front, setting the fractions, driving second. Hanover. Tiger Town is third. Up in 4, that's Bonnie's Back. Southwest Bliss set a 5. In the backfield, that's Fex Education. 29 and 4/5. Past the opener. And heading down toward the half mile, Tucker's Best. Up front on the lead, here's Tiger Town. And Lewis backed it out. Up and here on the outside in third at the rail. Boswell Hanover, 4 on the outside, Bonnie's Back. And Southwest Bliss and Fex Education. On towards the 5/8 turn now. The 5-year-old mare, Tucker's Best, by a half length. Still up front on the lead, Tiger Town. Half mile, 59 and 3/5. Up here third, Boswell Hanover. Bonnie's Back on the move. Southwest Bliss and then Fex Education. 3/4 up and coming now, and Tucker's Best has them by 2. Up front on the lead, Tiger Town is second. Bonnie's Back is third. Boswell Hanover, Southwest Bliss, and a Fex Education. 129 and 2/5 past your 3/4 out top turn, and driving through the lanes now, and Tucker's Best and a Rodney Gillis. Bring them on through the lane. Tiger Town is second, driving to the mile. Wire to wire. It's Tucker's Best and Rodney Gillis. Tiger Town and Bonnie's Back. Unofficially 159 and 2/5. Tucker's Best. New lifetime mark here in the fourth. And officially, from the lower turn, the 5-year-old be pitching there by Articulator at the Cambest mare, Maraschino's Best. Owner bred by Paul McLean in South Bar. Zach Mullins conditions this 5-year-old mare. Rodney Gillis is in the winner's circle with the new lifetime mark, 159 and 2/5. Wire to wire, 5-year-old mare, Tucker's Best. And the fourth official, Tucker's Best, the winner, Tiger Town second. Boswell Hanover 4, Bonnie's back 3. Southwest Bliss was 6. Fex Education 5, 29 and 4, 59 and 3, 129 and 2, 159 at 2/5. Top of the program, 124, 36. Then 5 on the bottom, 159 and 2/5. New lifetime mark, 5-year-old mare, and a Rodney Gillis. Win ticket on the 1, Tucker's Best, $56.30, $56.30. Quinella combination 1 and 2, $17.90. 1, 2, and 4 try, $220.80. 50-50 still going. We'll draw after race number 5. We're at 446 on the 50-50. Up and coming in the 5th, first and the late double. It goes as programmed. Over in race number 6, the go-home pace. Number 2, your Raider Boy. Travis McLean is up. Equipment change on the 3, this old Millie. Off at the chin strap, and he adds a birch bit. Post time for the 5th, set to go. 8:31 post time. Entries moving down the backside on towards Post Parade. Here in the 5th, the entries are going as programmed. First half of the late double exacta and triacta wagering. Now parading from the lower turn are the entries here in the fifth classification. Now winners 451 last 5. They go for purse 750. First end of the late daily double. Exacta and Triacta wagering. Paula Kennedy McDonald shares ownership with the trainer, Donald Kennedy, Gerard Kennedy in the sulky. 2 Susu Heaven, owner, trainer, driver, Ambrose Gillis. Harold McLean, Inverness, owner, trainer, 3 Force of Fire, George McLean in the sulky. Lenny Henscombe drives the 4 Business Time for J.J. McDonald and conditioner Stan Harper. Joe Fourier drives the 5 Sly Baron for Joe Nearing, Howie Center. All-American Baller owned by Scott Beaton, trained by Eileen Beaton, Travis McLean up. In the backfield, Iota Katie by John Gillis, trained by Joe Fourier, Andrew McLean up. An 8 put on the card, trained by John McDonald, Ryan Campbell in the sulky. Full field of 8 here in the first end of the late double. It goes to post in 5. 5 minutes post time here on the 5th. Entries up, second and final score. Under 3 minutes now, 3 to go. Last minutes. It's your last chance at the windows. Next card of racing here at the Inverness Raceway goes to post on Sunday afternoon. Post time set to go at 1:30. 2-year-old Colts Atlantic Sire Stakes. They'll be in town on Sunday afternoon. Also, Nova Scotia Stake for 2-year-old Pacing Fillies. They'll also be in town. Entries called up to the gate. Here for the 5th. Mobile starting gate is on the move. Your starter, Mr. Joe Garrett, is lining up the starters here on the 5th. Entries moving on the stable turn now. Here for the 5th. First end of the late double classification. Now winners 451 last 5. They go for purse. 750 full complement of 8. Mine Tywin. Susu Heaven. Force of Fire. Business Time. Sly Baron. All American Baller. They're the 6 on the wings in the backfield. It's Iota Katie. And put on the cart. Field of 8 comes to the top of the lane. First half of the late double at the Inverness Raceway. It's post time for the 5th. Down off of the gate and away in My Tywin. Heads out for the lead. Force of Fire. A second Sly Baron. Third on the outside from 4 Susu Heaven. Up in 5 Iota Katie. Yet a 6 put on the card from 7. It's Business Time at the back. All American Baller. Stretched out single file toward the opening quarter. Up front on the lead, My Tywin. Force of Fire second. Susu Heaven is third side. And 4 Warrior. Iota Katie's going to follow him. Put on the card is 6. And it's 7 Business Time in the backfield. That's All American Baller, 30 and 2. Past the opening station on toward the half mile now. Jabard Kennedy has My Tywin up front, setting the fraction. Sly Baron is here second on the outside. Force of Fire is third. Iota Katie 4 on the outside. Susu Heaven is 5. Put on the card is 6 Business Time. Then All-American Baller. Half mile, 1 minute, 1/5 down the backside. 3/4 up and coming. My Tywin still up front down the lead. 3/4 of a length. Sly Baron here second on the outside. Force of Fire in third at the rail. Tipping out going 3 deep. That's putting on the card. All past 3/4 now and put it on the card on the far, far outside. Is challenging up here, but Sly Baron takes over the lead. Put on the card is second. My Tywin is third in the middle. That's Iota Katie. Joe Poirier points Sly Baron up front through the lanes now, and Sly Baron runs away on the field. Up here for second. That is Susu Heaven. Then up for third, Iota Katie. Judges' inquiry on the dash heading towards the 7/8 turn. Racing action heading towards the 7/8 turn. And officially from the lower turn, 6-year-old bay pacing gelding by Rambaran. From the fundamentalist mare, Angel's Lightning. Owned by Joe Nearing, Howie Center, trained and driven. Joe Poirier, 201 2/5. This is 6-year-old Sly Baron. And at trackside, the 50-50 draw. We'll have the numbers for you momentarily. Judges have looked at the inquiry. No violation of the racing rules heading towards the 7/8 turn. Unofficially 5, 2, 7, and 8 here in the 5th. And the 5th official, My Tywin was 6. Susu Heaven second. Force of Fire 7. Business Time 5. Sly Baron the winner. All-American Baller 8. Race winning trip 201 2/5. Top of the card. 627, 518, 3 then 4 on the bottom, 201 2/5. Sly Baron for Joe Poirier, win number 7 on the season for this 13-time winner. Winning number for this evening's 50-50. Ticket number 104208. 104208 for $473.80. Up and coming in the 6th, number 2, your Raider boy. Travis McLean is out. Equipment change on the 3 this home, and he takes off the chin strap and he adds a birch bit. Each and every day here at the Inverness Raceway, I'd like to thank our contributors, donators, and volunteers here at the Raceway. Robbins Donuts, owned by Duke Frazier, donated the work truck for the conditioning of the track during the week and plowing in the winter months. Marble Holdings, North End Building Supplies, and Waikagama Home Hardware, owned by the McDonald family, donated our water truck. At Building Supplies, that's our starting gate. Ron McGilvery, the beautiful truck, out here doing our conditioning on the raceway on race nights. Route 19 at Westside Cookhouse, located on Central Avenue, taking the people to and from the barns to the Winter Circle. Our gold sponsor, Marble Holdings, Port Hood, North End Building Supplies, Port Hood, Waikagama Home Hardware, in Waikagama, Cape Breton West Contracting Limited, out of Inverness, Causeway Electrical of Port Hawkesbury, AB Mechanical in Sydney, Link Electric in Sydney, Mabu Freshmark in Inverness, Paul McLean Electrical out of Sydney, Millennium Contracting out of Burdor, Robbins Donuts, located in Inverness, and Route 19 Brewing, Westside Cookhouse. From the lower term parading entries here in the 6th, Winners over 1,021 handicap by earnings. Makes me stupid. Order trained by Anthony Beaton. Redmond do set up the 2-year Raider Boy. Order trained by DF Beaton. This evening, Travis McLean is out. Frank Frazier is the trainer at 3 this old Millie. Charles Frazier out. Donald Beaton and Adam Pond. Owners of the 4 Aries Eden. Rodney Gillis. Rounding out the field, number 5, Dream On. Dream On. By Kayla Habich Walker and Inverness. Trained by Ray McKinnon, Ryan Campbell. Looks for win number 4 for Dream On. Dream On. Field of 5. Here in the 6th, the go home pace. In 4 minutes, post time. Here in the 6th. Your approximate daily double odds makes me stupid. 22. 22. Your Raider Boy is 37. This old Millie, 28. Ari Zayden, 18. And Dream On is 9. Entries up, second and final score. Down to 3 now, 3 to go. Next card of racing here at the Inverness Raceway. Sunday afternoon, post time 1:30. 2-year-old fillies, a Nova Scotia stake. And the 2-year-old colts, Atlantic Sire Stakes. They'll be in town Sunday afternoon, 1 post for the first. Entries called up to the gate here in the 6th. $50-50, still not claimed. Ticket number 104-208. 104-208 for $473.80. Mobile starting gate is on the move. Collecting the starters here for the 6th. Entries moving up. Turn here in the 6th. Classification, winners over. 1,021. It's a handicap on earnings. And a big favorite on the board. Betting public has the 5. Dream on, bet down to $3.40. $3.40. Dream on, going for 4 in a row. Here this evening, Feel of 5 comes to the top of the lane. It's Go Home Pace, makes me stupid, your Raider Bull. This old Millie, RV's Aiden, and Dream on. Feel of 5. All on gate. Down over the gate and away in your Raider Boy. Hit. Zode full lead, makes me stupid, second. RV's Aiden driving third. Dream on. Then this old Millie down the backside toward the opening quarter now. And your Raider Boy. And your second, makes me stupid, Doucette. RV's Aiden's on the move from 3. At a 4, this old Millie in the backfield. Dream on. Stable turn. Opening time now. RV's Aiden has cleared up front down the lead. Your Raider Boy is second. Makes me stupid third. This old Millie is 4. Dream on, yet to be heard of from in the backfield as he peeks to the outside. The Feel of 5 comes to the half mile after an opening quarter, 29 4/5. RV's Aiden, Rodney Gillis up front. Second, your Raider Boy. Here's Makes Me Stupid. Out third the outside, up to now, challenge towards the 5-8. This old Millie's going to follow him. 1 minute, 1/5, down the backside, RV's Aiden. Still up front on the lead, second. Makes Me Stupid. Your Raider Boy is third, this old Millie is 4. Dream on. Not firing yet in the backfield. Heading past your 3/4 now. RV's Aiden up front. Makes Me Stupid second. Your Raider Boy is third. This old Millie is 4 on the outside. Then Dream on. 131 and 2/5 by your 3/4. Off the 7/8 turn. Drive through lanes now. RV's Aiden brings them on home. Second on the outside. Makes Me Stupid. This Millie. Dream on is on the far outside, but RV's Aiden. And Rodney Gillis up to win it for second. Makes Me Stupid. Judges have called for a photo for show. RV's Aiden, unofficially 159 4/5 here in the 6th.